Viking Blakey here. How's everybody doing? Happy Samhain or Happy Halloween to some of those that don't know. The Harvest Festival of the Vikings. Um, it this festival actually represents the end of the year, what a lot of us celebrate the new year. But in Viking cultures and pagan cultures, this is the sign of the festival of Samhain, which is celebrate all the harvest for the year and the start um, and the coming up of winter, which is 6 months of darkness. And it would have been in their part of the world. But anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about something that I've been really feeling, and I know this to be, and a lot of people have mentioned a few things about the 3I Atlas, the third interstellar object. But there've also been talk about three or four, or maybe five other objects that's coming behind this object, and I'm very tapped into the universe, and I truly feel what I'm about to tell you is possibly what's going on. But number one, no one's talking about it. Why is this? Number two, we've seen lots of signs, especially the last few years. These so-called drones or Dior bags or whatever you want to call them. But also, the governments of the world, and the end of this day is coming, and the Bible even talks about it in Revelation. And it is basically a time where humanity, once again, like in Noah's time, has become more evil. But not all everyone. But there's more evil here than good. And a lot of people think they're doing good, but they're actually practicing some evil ass shit. And that comes along with, part of that is looking the other way and not recognizing what's right in front of your face and all the suffering and things that's going on. And yeah, our government's tied directly into a lot of that stuff. But what I want to talk to you about the 3 Atlas object, I feel like this is what I know, or this is what I feel like. This thing's the size of cities, right? Okay, I've never seen something this big. They've never seen anything in the history of man from space that moved this fast. And I say there's probably been objects this big before, but back the last time something like this happened, the Younger Dryas or the Great Flood, in order to cleanse the world, happened. So this is what we're talking about here. This thing is steering itself. But number one, it's there, and right now it is very much trying to draw all the attention to all the scientists and the governments and whatever. What is this thing? I basically believe it's just doing all this stuff to please people's minds, and so that they're all focused on this and the other objects coming behind it that are bigger than this. The 3I Atlas objects, the size of cities, is coming to possibly get some of us. Because what I feel like is happening is that the world has become so evil. And I'm saying it doesn't have anything to do with you being a Christian or any of this. You're either a good person or you're not. A lot of people claim to be something they are not, and that's happening big time. Just because you say you're a Christian doesn't mean you're acting like a good person or a good human being. Especially when you look out of the way and well, those people deserve to suffer because they're on drugs. Who ain't trying to all this fucking evil and shit? How are we supposed to process all this evil shit that's going on around us? And that's how people are processing it. Here's what I think. These things are coming to take some of us, and those of us that are good, that are righteous. And like I said, it doesn't have anything to do with just Christianity. Any good soul person, good person on this planet, whatever you call the All-Father, I call it, or God, or, or basically they've been watching us the whole time. They've been here the whole time. And there is a good element of this and a bad element, an evil element of this, because evil does exist. But what has happened is most people they're not even aware of the evil things they're doing, or the evil that's going on around them, because they're so distracted by this device and just totally enveloped in self. So selfish, huge amounts, unprecedented amounts of selfishness is taking place because people just are worried about focusing on what them and how much money they have, and they need to do this to survive, and they're not caring about anybody else, what's going on around them, because all these people, whether they're on drugs or whatever, they are human beings, and we should have a heart. And we're not here to judge anyone, we can't. That's not our job. And matter of fact, it says that's one of the in the Christian religion, and probably in Muslims too, maybe in Hebrew too. That's an evil thing. Money has become the focus of everyone, and I think pretty much everyone's worshiping or the love of money, but not really the love of money, but having to have money to survive because they've made it so expensive at this point. And what I'm saying to you people is something's coming to cleanse the earth once again. All the signs are here. I mean, me and my mom was going home the other day, and I'll try to put some of these videos on for you guys. We were driving, okay? And this place is like 45 minutes away. The rainbow stayed with us the whole 45-minute drive from Buncombe County to McDowell County for a good 45, 50 minutes. And as you know, that don't usually happen. You could see both ends of this thing. It was like one of the most beautiful rainbows I've ever seen. And as I know, when I've seen a lot of rainbows, but this rainbow is a sign to me. It's just a very sacred sign to the to the Vikings, but the Rainbow Bridge, and I guess Noah also. But the world is in chaos. Evil it's come to the point where it has to be taken away. It's got to be done. It's done. They've always think that they got this and they can beat us, but they truly can't. There's us out here that are beings of light that are here to lead the others and try to tell the others, prepare yourself, talk, pray, meditate, whatever you got to do. But about this, I'm being telling the truth. What I'm thinking these things are, these things are coming. Because like I say, when the Great Flood happened, I think people were took up into ships, the good people that were left. And this thing happened, the earth, and then, because obviously it was more than Noah. And it was obviously more than just a boat. Because, like I say, possibly he did. But this thing happened worldwide, and other cultures would have looked at it and they talk about this great flood all over the world. But the cleansing of everything and what's happened, they've always been here. Whether they've been watching this the whole time. Okay? We see these UFOs, we've seen all this stuff. But those things have always been here. We just really haven't had the technology up until now to catch some of this stuff. And we still don't know what the fuck it is. And we have no control over it. And it knows it, but we can't control it at all. That's the scary part about it. But what I feel is, as the cleanses come, Revelations talks about it. The Vikings talk Ragnarok. All the signs of that happen. The three winters, warm winters, and then the 3 super cold winters, and then like the 3. There's going to be 3 winters of darkness. And I don't believe this is going to be the end of mankind. But I think these things are coming to save some of us. Because there's a lot of us out here, and they call us the enlightened, they chosen. There's many of us, like myself, that's telling, talking on this thing and other people. And you can think I'm crazy all you want, but what is coming is the world as you know it now is not going to be here anymore, because it's unacceptable. How it's being run, all the horrible things that's happening to humanity, people suffering, all this mass suffering, people we don't even know. They're not showing us all this. They're showing us little tidbits, but we're not seeing or hearing from those people because they can make sure those people are not heard from or hurt. And one thing about us in America is we have the freedom of speech and the freedom of religion. So that's a good thing. But, you know, they will shut up whoever they need to shut up. I promise you, if they don't like what they're saying. But I'm not scared of that because I'm here. The All Father's with me and He chose me to speak to you, to all of you. And I want you all to prepare for what's coming. And I feel like these things that's coming behind this thing, that thing's there to draw. It's drawing attention where it needs to be, so everything else can come in place. Like it says in the Bible, the end comes like a thief in the night. Nobody's gonna know what's happening. Nobody's know what's coming, and they're distracting all of us unbelievably. Where our minds are, they're not even talking about it truly, and all the stuff that they're saying about it, you can't really believe if it's true. It's probably half true, half not true. So the truth is, they're not going to tell us the truth, and unless you got a damn, which I wished I had one, unless you got a telescope or something where you can look up space and see video. Because I'd like to see if I can find this thing and look at it. But what is coming, I truly believe that it's time. What all the evil and shit's happening on this earth now has got to be cleansed. It's got to end. And then some of us that have evolved or awakened, a lot of us have awakened. We're going to be here to lead the others to start over and maybe start a new world. Who knows? I don't know, because only All Father, the source, God, only He knows that, or she, or only that ultimate source knows that. But I also know that I am Viking. Anyway, the gods are with me, and the gods are with you. Some of you. So just to let you guys know, you can call me crazy if you want. This is what I feel like is going on. I've been channeling stuff. I truly know something's getting ready. Major's going to happen. And the reason I know this is because nobody's talking about it. Nobody's talking about it. They're being, So that's also talked about in the Bible, the great distraction. Now, I don't know what it's called, but think about it. Look around. Anyway, I hope you and your family are safe. Have a good Samhain. Happy Halloween. And Viking King Blake off.